Sans Yoga, and today is a special edition of New Year's Day 2026. We're starting off, and I'll be honest, it's a little bit difficult today. Personal challenge here with a bit of a cold. Yes, these things happen even for practitioners of yoga. So we'll be taking an extra gentle sequence and adapting it to the idea that you don't want to be making certain movements just for the sinuses and keeping everything in a clear breathing uh, passage so you can enjoy each pose as much as possible. So slightly adapted sequence today. I'll be using both yoga brick blocks and also yoga strap. So if you have anything similar and you're following along, feel free to grab it. It also works a shirt tie, even just a towel if you don't have the strap. So first thing we'll do is take a comfortable seating pose. So I like to normally start off here in Thunderbolt, knees together, ankles together. You want to have the mat sideways so you can spread the knees and go for gracious pose. Slide the brick underneath like a bicycle seat, catching the base of the spine. And this gives very nice alignment and vertical posture. So if you find that's really a tension on the legs, for whatever reason, you can also raise the height. Put in a second brick here. That's going to work with a single brick, but either way is perfectly fine. Important thing is to, again, have the alignment and be comfortable on the knees and the ankles. If you're not quite there with the knees and the ankles, take the seated position of your choice, cross-legged. That's also so now we'll begin. First thing we'll do, like I said, a little bit of stuffy nose, that kind of thing. Best thing to do is take your hands, thumbs are out, place them under the armpits, and simply pressing here gently under the armpits. It balances the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerve center. Stay here for a minute. Keep breathing through the nose as much as you can. A few more breaths here. And this really does work. You have to stay here at least a minute to be effective. Open your eyes. And we'll go for just a gentle breathing practice here. Prana mudra. Be able to do this hopefully. Uh, Again, just moving the hands upwards with the inhale breath through the nose. Try to close your eyes if you can, once you have the technique. Then once you're at the top, just opening your hands. Palms are facing up, elbows towards the mat. Take a small retention of breath here. 5 ohm, 4 ohm, ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. Exhale breath, retracing your steps. Throat chakra, heart chakra, all the way down the base. Pressing the abdomen, getting all the air out. Pause there for a moment. Ready to take in another inhalation. Guide the hands again. Retracing the same path. All the way to the top. And palms facing up. Elbows towards the mat. Shoulders are back. 5 ohm. 4 ohm. 3 ohm. 2 ohm. 1 ohm. Now we'll do another 3 rounds at your own pace. And when you're finished, just place your hands, mudra of your choice, on your knees. And we'll continue from there. Here, we'll go for lion pose. Gentle pose, taking advantage that we're here. Gracious pose, so fingers out in front. With hands this way. Drop the wrists on the mat gently. Make sure they're completely flat before pressing. Putting more weight in. Make sure your hands are completely on the mat. And once you're there, lift the head. Pushing into the wrists. Arms are straight here. Shoulder blades coming together. Deep inhale breath. Filling the belly with air. Lion. Stay here with a few more breaths. Try to take this one a little bit deeper. Really focusing and guiding it towards the belly. Find you get an extra sort of back arch there. Here, palms coming back. Center. Raise your left arm out. Bring it across here. Capture the elbow. And with the exhale breath, bring the hand towards the forehead. Open the shoulder a bit here. Please. Right arm. Capture the elbow again. Bring the hand towards your forehead. Raise your arms up to the sky. Vertical in the spine. Deep inhale breath. Tickling the clouds with fingers. Filling the belly with air. And from here we'll go for like a nice gentle twist. So take your left hand, place it on your right hand, place it on your left thigh, or either one. It's fine actually. And the fingertips just behind you. Keep the head level to the floor. And with your exhale breath, what I like to call gentle insistence, turning back as far as you can. Place open the lower back of the shoulders. If you want to go a little further, a hand that's behind you on the fingertips, you can wrap it around the waist. Back side of the hand. Maybe a second point of contact, and perhaps finding a bit more space to go back with your gaze behind you. Center. Raise your arms up to the sky. Activating the fingers. Lengthening the arms. And now drop it. Opposite hand. Left hand on the right thigh. Other hand behind you on the fingertips. Exhale breath. Turning your gaze back as far as you can. Comfortable here. Want to go a little further. Again, the hand that's behind you, just wrap around the waist. And guiding yourself back a bit further. Breath. Lace the fingers together. Push the palms up. Extend the arms. Get them length as possible. And now with the exhale breath. Lean over to one side, swaying, keeping the arms straight, head in the center. And again, most of these techniques today, try to keep the eyes closed, sending the oxygen, the air, to the area that's being activated, creating a passageway. Another breath here. Out. Inhale. Back to center. Pushing the palms up again one more time. Get a little verticality. Going to the other side. And then exhale. Head to the center. All right. Up. Now one for the elbows here. So just dropping the fingertips on the shoulders. Exhale, breath all the way out. And inhale, coming back. Elbows. Do another one for the elbows. Haven't done it in a while, so place the fingers on a point. Capture the tricep with the opposite hand. You want to make a circle. Bringing the fingers towards you and going out and around. Bring them towards you. Inhale. Pushing up and forward. Away. Exhale. Fighting with the breath. This works. Area around the sides of the elbow. Different movement. Everything functioning and working. A lot of this series comes from a branch of hatha called Palamuktasana, which is really for longevity of life, maintaining the body. So Good practice. Let's just start off the new year. And then back the other way, the opposite direction, or counterclockwise if you like. With the breath. Right? Fingers out in front. Capture the tricep underneath. And clockwise, bringing the fingers around in rotation. Tricep stays parallel to the floor. Inhale as you bring the fingers forward. Exhale as you bring them up. Some sensations in the joint. Just always be with the strain. These movements, combined with the breath, can be very, very beneficial. One more time around. Pause when you're there closest to yourself with the fingers. And now we'll go the opposite direction, counterclockwise. And raise the hands up. Deep inhale breath. Capture the elbows. And we'll just do some gentle forward folds here a couple times each side. So letting yourself go forward. Exhale breath on one side to the center. Exhale and coming up and around. Inhale. Make sure you stay seated on the brick. Don't want to use anything more than gravity and the motion. Here with the breath. Down, up, and back the other way. From here. For the shoulders. So raise the hands up. Deep inhale breath here. Fingers, articulations. Dropping the fingers here on the shoulders. And shoulder circles. Creating giant circles with the elbows. Up and around. As far as you can up towards the nose and down and around. Adding the breath element. It's the inhales you're coming up. Exhales you're going down. Top, pause, and we'll go back the opposite direction. One more here, or technique for the wrists. Hands out in front. I'm just going to have them a little bit to the side so you can see better, perhaps in the camera. Making a fist. So thumb is going inside. Wrap the fingers around the thumb gently, and bring the fingers in towards you. That's the inhale breath. Get them out and away. Open the fingers, palm, wrist. Exhale breath. Going, inhale. We'll remove the bricks, however you have it set up there. And we'll go now for motions seated in base pose. So carefully guide yourself here. Just legs extended after being seated like that. Really good thing to do is window wipers. Shake back in the circulation in the toes, the feet, the knees, everything. Just feet side to side a few times. And from there, we'll work from the toes, working our way up. So push the toes forward, exhale breath. And back towards you, inhale. Going. Continue with the breath here. Again, just flex the toes. All the way, exhale. And again, side to side. And again, working our way up here. So now onto the knees. Taking the knees here. Keep the shoulders back, good posture. And flexing all the muscle around the knees. Inhale breath. Strengthens the areas around the knee. Balance and walking. Exhale the knees. So, hold. Flex. Go for another 2 times at your own pace. Lay back. And give ourselves a little bit of a back arch. So with half bridge, bring the knees, the heels in towards the glutes. Slide the hands underneath, lacing the fingers, tucking each shoulder blade underneath, and then just lifting the hips up, getting the weight there, back of the head, and the tops of the shoulders. Again, pressing down into the hands. Shoulder blades are together as much as possible. Creates a nice support so you can lift the hips up high. Exhale, release. Fingers lace across the knees, just side to side. Gentle knee hug, releasing any tension there in the lower back. And so now while we're here, we'll go for the hips. It's a really nice one. So just drop the right foot there, just behind the glute. Left foot, heels on top. above the knee on the quad. You want to thread this hand through the leg, catching either the shin or the thigh, either one, whichever is more comfortable for you. Lifting your head to do this, and then laying back, get the head flat back on the mat. And the motion of the progression with this is the exhale breath, and pulling the legs towards you. And just go with what's comfortable. It should be mostly activated around the upper part of the thigh and the hips here. Palm breath. Find a little more space. Bring those two legs towards you a bit closer. Please. Both knees up again. Knee hug side to side. Now switch legs and go for the opposite hip. So drop the left heel down by the glute, other heel there, just above the knee, and threading through, pulling towards you here. And if you're not comfortable grabbing the shin, just grab the thigh. Either way, the important thing is the pose and a calm breath. So release. Straighten both legs out. Go for window wipers here, laying down. Then a little bit of stretch, laying down here. Place here, catching your elbows with your hands. Do this more for space, really. Anyway, reaching back and then pushing your toes forward, the ankles, lengthening out and lifting the arms up over your head at the same time. Bringing them back, arms here, ankles in, and exhale, pushing out, lengthening again, as far as you can. You can just straighten your arms. It's a little bit nicer, but space issues here. So going, inhale breath, arms forward, feet towards you. And one last time, exhale, pushing away, back, and there we go. Do one now that's nice for the core. Before we've done the bicycle, the single leg. So if you can, try it with both legs. Place the hands a little bit for support. Just the thumbs there, just below the waist. It's helpful. So breathe in, inhale, pushing out and away, exhale. This is core intensive. You can do it with a single leg if you like. Match the movement with the breath here. Pause, release. And out. Left leg is straight. Right leg. Just bring the arch left foot. The middle of your strap or tie or towel, whatever you're using. Place your hands there at the side of the knee and slide the hands down. Straighten this leg as much as you can. The legs, extension of the leg. Try to get the elbows down to the floor, to the mat. Keep that leg as straight as possible. Right there, you should be feeling some activation. Stay here for a couple breaths at least. If you really feel like you want to go a little bit further, obviously with awareness and just being careful, you can roll the hands into the strap, exhale breath, and bring that leg closer to yourself. Remember, always keep the head on the mat and just go gently here. No forcing or straining. The breath to release any tension there. Leg, maybe find a little more space. You can bring it closer towards you. Exhale, release. Take the shortcut here. Switch arches the feet. And again, mark the distance. Get your hands there just by the knee. Slide the hands down. Make sure you have enough strap to do so. Elbows touch to the floor. Legs straight. Pushing up into the strap. For a little while. And when you're ready, either stay in this position or if you like, explore a little bit further. Wrap the hands in the strap with the exhale breath. If the leg comes just a little bit closer towards the torso. Yes. Both knees up. Place the fingers across. Just side to side here. And we'll come back up to seated here. And we'll go for it. A little bit for the abductors. So separate the legs. Place the hands behind. And then just pressing outwards. Using the force of the hands just behind the waist. Fingers are pointing behind you. Sliding those heels, pushing them out. Bring the shoulder blades together. And deep belly breath here. Feeling the activation you need to feel, and that's fine. If you want to go a little bit further, you can. Try one more time. Forward a little bit, capture the slightly forward, and then push back one more time. And again, always using awareness and breath. Place where you can still keep the smile. And then gently bending the legs. And feet side to side, window wipers, shaking it off. And from here, work our way onto our knees. Maybe. And from here, go for child's pose. So sit back all the way on your heels. If you need a brick, take it. Place it there for the forehead so that you're touching the mat without lifting up off your heels. Let me keep you alignment here. Raise your arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath. Dropping forward. Forehead on the brick there. And just stay for a couple breaths. As you're dropping forward, always exhale. You have a little more space. So you can find a comfortable spot here. We're ready. Inhale. Yeah. And now. Calves here. Curling the toes, pushing back into down dog. And then just dropping the head between the arms and the shoulders. Pressing into the palms. Lifting one heel at a time here. Walking the dog. Getting the activation there in the calf. Sit back on both heels. And then coming down. We'll take a final pose today, crocodile. Very good also for start off the day. So let yourself down into Sphinx first. Arms and your elbows here. Lift the head as high as you can. Back arch, focus on the abdomen. On exhale. And when you're ready for the crocodile, you just simply place the elbows on in front. It's like television like for the kids. Drop the head into the palms of your hand. Really important part of this technique is to release the attention. Don't hold yourself up, even if you think that's the way to go. Try to exhale and drop all of your weight into your hands, and this gives a really nice release on the back of the neck. Stay here for a minute. Enjoy it. And inhale. Out of the palms of the hands. Hands to the side. Bring yourself back up to your knees. And we'll go back over now onto our backs. Make your way around gently. And we'll go for our final resting pose here. So the heels out to the edge of the mat. Make sure your palms are facing up. Your shoulders are completely flat. And just close your eyes. Let the benefits of today's practice take effect. Deep inhale and exhale. Your eyes, moving your fingers and your toes. Reactivating the body here. And actually, close your eyes again. Roll over to one side. You use your two hands as a pillow and just take an extra moment here. Recalibrate. Enjoy. Comfortable pose here on the side. And then using both hands, we'll come back up to seated here. Cross the legs. And hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Michael Sands Yoga Meditation and Skateboard channel. And I'll be seeing you again soon. Will be another class coming up in about 2 hours. So hope you can make it back. Have a great day.